I wasn't on it this morning. Sorry. I wasn't all that on it. Good morning, everybody. Everybody. Right? Is this thing on? No. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Good morning, Lori Spears. Good morning, Lisa Phillips. Good morning from work. From the workspace. Oh, man. So good morning. Mr. Fry gets here. Good morning, Gina. Mr. Fry gets here tonight at 9:51 tonight in Houston. So I have to drive to Houston. Good morning, Georgia. And we'll be coming back late this evening. He'll be here till next Tuesday, which is very exciting. I haven't seen him in a month, which is hard. Anyhow, so Danielle, Jazz, good morning. Good morning, Teresa Gibbs. We are out on toes. Gotcha. Good morning, Leanne. There's my cousin Leanne. So expectation. Managing expectations. That's what we're talking about today. Good morning, Concita. Good morning, Cita. Managing expectations is, I guess, what we're talking about today. I was sitting here going, I wonder what we're talking about. Managing expectations, right? Lowered expectations. Arathi, morning. Good morning. I'm going to do a live Christmas in July and play a few songs and maybe a couple of patriotic ones. That's awesome, Lori. Lori is an incredible flautist, you guys. What is a flautist, you ask? She's a flute player. Yes, absolutely. So we're going to talk about managing expectations today. And I think this is an actually really important topic because a lot of us step into this, and I know I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating, that we step into our intuition, we step into our self-confidence, we're trying to do all these things. You need to hear it for sure, Tammy. I need to talk to you anyways. I wanted to talk to you about something, see if you're interested in something. And I need to talk to you about something else too. I know, right? I'm so vague. Good morning, Diana. So when we first start this, we have expectations, right? Who didn't step into this with an expectation? Not just the membership or the group or whatever, but who didn't step into their intuition with an expectation? We saw very much like the CE5 stuff, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, right? If you guys watch Aaron's meditations on those, let's talk. So, we come into, we're like, okay, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to step into my intuition. I'm going to be a totally different person. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so la 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 la, and everything is going to be so crystal clear. I know exactly what I'm going to do with my life. I know exactly which direction I'm going to go. I'm going to have so much information that I can just spit it out, and people are going to be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Seriously. Why? Because we follow what we see around us. And I'm not just talking about Hollywood, right? There's a difference between Hollywood intuitive and an intuitive. There is. It is. People think that it's going to be like medium, like where you have dead people walking down the hall going, hey, how you doing? I got to tell so-and-so something. Right? And then the only pressure the medium feels is, do I really talk to the people that are alive and let them know I'm weird? You know? Who hasn't thought this? Who has not thought this, right? When we first start, we're like, we have no idea what it's going to be. We have no idea. My expectations on this was what I saw in the movies, right, Sherry? And then I learned it's different. Is it different bad? So do you guys think it's different bad? I have my own answer, so I'm going to let you answer that yourselves. Good morning, Rick Sway. Good morning, Diana. A.V. Morgan. Good morning, Rachel Kalina. So, is it a bad thing that it's different? I don't think so. I'm glad I'm weird and found my weirdo people, right? So different, good actually for right, right. So we expect one thing. We expect something. And guess what? Anybody ever tried to manifest a specific thing? Like, I want that, and I'm going to have that. And we manifest, right? But we can't give the universe how we want it to come across. We just have to say, this is what I want. Not need, right? We never manifest what we need. We manifest what we want. Because if we manifest what we need, that's all we're going to get. We're not going to get any more. So we always go for what we want. So as we are learning and growing and starting to move into our intuition, you'll realize, at least I hope you do. I've been told by my guides that I need to stop limiting source, right? It happens, Tammy. We tell them how we want it, and it is limiting. So we have to, and I did say that it's not just through, the movies that we get our ideas, right? We get ideas of how this is or what this is through social media. We get ideas of how we're supposed to work through teachers. And we start to build this framework of what we think intuition looks for, what it looks like. And let me tell you why this can be a problem. This can be a huge problem. Can anybody answer why this can be a huge problem? Look at my hair spiky all this morning. Can anybody answer why this could be a problem? Because it has a pitfall to it. We can say this is what we believe it to be, right? But does it always turn out that way? And I'm waiting to see who has an answer, because it's an answer that's right in front of our face all the time. Tammy now asks for the following: I will allow my financial, spiritual, physical, and emotional abundance to fully flow into my life with gentleness, ease, and grace. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. And she's asking for things to come into her life on many different levels with openness, right? What was the question? I don't remember. Shit, my brain moved on, man. It moved on. Why having preconceived notions and a framework for how we are going to build ourselves intuitively? Why can this be a pitfall? Tammy says, I also think that we limit because we do not think that we deserve all of it. Oh, that's a good point. Right. How many of us go, I don't deserve that. Why me? Why me? And you've heard me say this before too. Why me? Why not? What makes you any different than somebody else other than your flesh suit, your meat suit, and what you believe because people have told you? Drop that. You're not 12. You're not 12. This isn't middle school. Okay? If you're holding on to beliefs from middle school and high school or childhood, you're getting left. You're not doing yourself a favor, right? There's where we have to do some work there too. For me, I was conditioned for the pitfall, but learned different. That last word was I don't know, right? So we are conditioned. We are conditioned to have a limitation. We are. So what happens when we have a preconceived idea of what our intuition is going to be is, I just got the raise I asked for at work. Congratulations. Learning to speak my truth, setting boundaries so therapeutic. Awesome, Danielle. Congratulations. If we set our framework and we say, this is the parameters I'm going to work within. And people do this. People absolutely do this. So, good morning, Karen Givens. Good morning, Laura Young. So people do this. They say, I am going to be, get this, So, oops, I unplugged something. So people set up this boundary. They go, I'm going to be a clairvoyant because I've seen it on television and it's cool. And I'm going to be a clairvoyant. I'm going to talk to the dead people, right? By the way, two different things. So, so we set this parameter and we say, this is what I'm going to do. And we ignore everything else. We ignore everything else. So you might be a clairvoyant, right? And there's clairs out there that are fun and are exciting, right? But you may be clairaudient more than you're clairvoyant. And you are concentrating on this so hard that you ignore this over here. And your guides are going, oh, for the love of all things holy, I cannot get this person to listen to me. They are so narrow-minded. They are going to do it their way or they're not going to do it at all. And they wait. Does it mean they're not there? Absolutely not. Our guides never leave us. They're here with us from the... Talking to yourself is the first sign of madness. Oh, then I am crazier than a Mad Hatter. But we do these things. We go, I'm going to do this right up here. This is what I've seen. This is what I'm aware of. And this is what I'm going to do. And they ignore all the other clairs. They ignore all the other clairs. So they're missing messages, but and only because, not because they're not getting them, but because they've got a framework in their brain that says, this is what I'm going to do. Doesn't mean they're not there. Doesn't mean we're not getting guidance. And it doesn't mean, by the way, we're not actually following the guidance. You know that? Because we're conditioned to not really pay attention to the message so much as just move on autopilot. You hear somebody shuffling pans and you start to get hungry, right? Because that's what happens. So when our guides are working with us and they're talking to us and they're like, okay, the only thing she does is listen to her self-talk, and that puts an idea into your head, that's guidance. So and Sherry says, I have my blinders on for a long time. The more we see broadly around us, the more we feel the messages, we hear the messages, we experience the messages, and the faster and further forward we go. Are you clairvoyant? Hell, there's so many clairvoyants out there. Yes, probably. There's, everybody usually has a flash or something out of the corner of their eye or something like that. But we discount who we are because we listen to external information, Hollywood, and a bad one for this, you guys, is teachers. Teachers. I'm not talking about school teachers either. I'm not talking about school teachers. I'm talking about intuitive teachers. Angels are very talkative today. When we start doing this and we start looking into it, whether you want to read for somebody else or not, whether you're just doing it for yourself, you just want to read oracle cards or whatever, it is you're looking for teachers, right? Make sure that you're paying attention. Guess I'll just leave. Pamela Graham, what's going on? I see you now. If you've been replying or have you been commenting? I have. If so, I've not seen your name until just now. So just make sure that you listen broadly, watch broadly, look for teachers that are going to give you the latitude to say, I need to do this my way. I need to meditate my way. I need to figure things out my way. It's kind of like that Common Core math, right? Where we know how to do math because, well, we do real math. And then all of a sudden they want these kids to do this Common Core crap that nobody else can understand on the face of the planet. And we don't speak that language, right? Well, sometimes I open my mouth and stuff comes out that I have no idea where it comes from. Yeah, right. I understand that too. So the other thing that is a problem with setting your framework, right? This morning we're talking about managing expectations of your intuition, guys. The other problem that happens and it's a problem that happens when we step into our intuition and we don't, really step into it. We're working on it. We're trying to get the education. We have our nose to the grindstone and we're studying. How many people have known somebody that has stepped into the intuition and they study like it is calculus? They study it like it's calculus. And there too, miss some of the message because it's not calculus. It is here, not here as much, right? But and I'll use meditation as an example here, because this happens with meditation so much. Some people don't even get as, good morning, Vicky Rube. They don't even, good morning, Nicole Byers, get as far as maybe stepping into their own intuitive energy, because they can't get past meditation. Good morning, April. Don't lurk, you guys. Give a shout out. Let us know you're here. And sometimes I have Facebook user comes up. I don't know why. It just does. I have no idea. So a lot of people don't get past even meditation. Why? Because they sit down. Thank you, Connie. It came with me. She says, I love your energy. I'm like, it's fine. It came with me. Not necessarily, actually. Built it, actually. It was really low at one time in my life. A lot of people get up to because everybody tells them, if you do not meditate, you cannot connect to your guides. Who's heard this? If you don't meditate, you can't connect to your guides. Who's heard this? Oh my gosh, so many times. If you don't meditate, you're not connecting. Anybody? Good morning, Heather Johns, Julie Sandeman, Beth Fry, Tracy Henderson. Good morning, everybody. And Lori Spears calls it as it is, bullshit. She calls it bull hockey. Crystal Lord and I were talking about this yesterday. Hi, Crystal. I was told I had to meditate in order to do anything. And it's interesting because Crystal and I were talking about this just yesterday, that there's so many things we do within the course of our day that drops us into a meditative state that I'm not saying don't meditate. Oh my God, no. You can find so much peace within a meditation. You can find your center within a meditation. You can find tranquility and connection, a deep level of connection, absolutely. 2 minutes of meditation is better than no minutes of meditation, but don't stress yourself into, once again, following the framework of somebody else's meditative practice. Right? Lisa's chatty this morning, and I'm sorry. I didn't plan on talking about this, my guys. I actually looked to the right, and I was like, what are we talking about today? And they're like, managing expectations. Okay. So just sitting there and closing your eyes for 2 minutes disengages your brain into the theta brainwave and brings on deep relaxation. Do you know that? This is why when you lay down to go to sleep, I don't know the correlation. This is why I'm just going to speak here because this is exactly what I'm being told. This is why when you lay down to go to sleep, if you open your eyes back up after you have lain down and closed your eyes for a few minutes, you disrupt your sleep pattern because you've woken your brain back up. So you lay down and you close your eyes and you start to feel relaxed, and then your brain says, oh my gosh, I'm not sleeping yet. I'm not going to go to sleep. Your eyes pop open and you change your brain waves. If you're having problems sleeping, try keeping your eyes closed, I guess. But anytime you're doing the dishes, you're driving, you're doing, I hate to say this, video games, watching television, this is a state of hypnosis, which is a state of a theta brainwave. Who drives and does their best thinking in the car? Oh my God, me. This is why I don't have radios on or TVs on as a general rule. I've watched more TV here than I have in years. I've been blessed to have 2 godlike experiences. How very cool. Sherry says, I'm not feeling the meditation. I don't do it because I'm stressing and my monkey mind takes over. So here's the other thing. Let's go into that. A lot of people step away from their intuitive journey because they're not successful at meditation. They don't feel successful at meditation. Not saying they're not successful because we're doing it many, many times during the day. They don't feel successful because someone said, you have to do this. They either saw it in a movie, or they read it in a video, or read it in a book, saw it in a video, whatever. If you aren't meditating, you don't have connection. You can't connect if you don't find peace inside and tranquility and meditate. Oh my God. My guides are so patient, you guys. You have no idea. It took me forever to figure out that my guides would sing to me, or to figure out that my guides would bring me movie references. I have one guide that just likes to deal in Disney. I have another guide that is really, really fond of the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And when I know I have somebody that's stuck and they're not moving because they're afraid to take the first step, I hear, put one foot in front of the other. He starts singing that to me. I thought, well, I'm just thinking about whatever, for whatever reason, a movie I watched 30 years ago. We have so many different ways that our energies come across to us. We have to figure it out. Because you don't sit down and dedicate yourself to 30 minutes of meditation a day, your guides are not going to, they're not going to tapped out. They're not meditating. I'm not coming back. No way. No way. They're here for us every day, every way, regardless. Not hinging upon how long we can close our eyes and find Zen. Is Zen nice? Oh my God, Zen is nice. If you can get into meditation, great, wonderful, have at it. Does your monkey mind come in? Wonderful. Let it run around, let it play, and excuse it. It's okay. You don't have to meditate and be totally silent. That's why shamanic journey is very effective for me. You see how I'm talking here and I just go on and on and on. This is my day. This is how my brain goes all day long. Like Bill and I were just talking, and I told him this morning, I said, I feel like my get up and go got up and went this morning. And he goes, oh, that's great. And no, he wasn't saying that's great. What he was saying was, Lisa's slowing down for the day. And because I'm up by 7:30 and I'm doing something until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I don't usually stop. I have one thing stacked on top of the other. And it's not because I'm overloaded. It's because if I don't have something to do, it frets me. So I stay busy. And so I said, okay, well, I got to go work. And he goes, I thought you said you were taking the day off. I said, I didn't say that. I said, I get up and go left, but I'm going to go follow it. And I'm going to go do something. So it's interesting that people pin their expectations to that meditation and say, if I am not this, I'm not that. Guess what? Totally inaccurate. You were born an intuitive and you'll die an intuitive. The only difference is yourself allowing yourself to feel the connection and not letting things like preconceived notions and frameworks get in your way. Do it your way. Your way is perfect for you. Nobody else's way is going to be perfect for you. Right? I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I do have the shamanic apprenticeship available. I don't know why I have to say that. Words are hard. Shamanic apprenticeship is available. I did not do any big release on it or anything yet. It is available. It's in the membership. You go on the front page and it says like classes, membership, shamanic apprenticeship. It's in that area there somewhere. Good morning, Mr. Fry. Are you excited about coming home? Right, Sherry? She's like, I just do what's right for me now. Just do what feels right for you. Okay. Can I get a shout out from everybody in watching this morning? Not even the lurker. Even the lurkers. Lurkers, I need to know you're here. Lurkers. I know lurking's fun. But everybody give Sam a shout out. Good morning. Connie says, I have finally learned how to speak my mind. Toxic people are out of my life now. And that's important, right? Knowing who belongs in your life and who doesn't. Darn Hollywood stereotypes. I was waiting for Patrick Swayze to come make some pottery. If it happens, please let us know. We'll bring our ghost hunting equipment. No, Patrick Swayze. Good morning. Patrick Swayze is a wonderful, wonderful energy. I tear up when I see him on television, just because if you reach out intuitively, guys, to his energy, he was kind of like a light. I don't know how else to put it right now because I haven't really dug down into his energy, but he's kind of like a light that just it was so sad. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay. What do we have going on? What do we have going on? I have something going on. Always, baby, always. That's our song. Who knows who sang Always? Anybody know? Don't Google it either. Anybody knows who sang Always? What do we have going on? Did you guys see the giveaway for next month? I can't show it on here because I don't have it uploaded. The giveaway for next, so you'll see on the revolving screen, the text message, if you want to get text messages of when we go on live. That's very helpful because not all the time does Facebook send out that thing. So you can type live to the number up top, but you'll see the selenite, that selenite tower right there is the one. It is 12 plus inches long. Is there any other way to connect you here live? I have people on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There are multiple streams coming in here. Do I read privately? Yes, you can go to mymysticallife.com. I do read privately. I do a lot of work within the Akasha calls, helping people see patterns within their lives and why some of the repetitive things are going on in their lives. I work with Saint Germain and Archangel. I work with Saint Germain and Archangel Metatron an awful lot. So you can find all my stuff in there. I'm also a shaman. I do shamanic work, a lot of different things. But our main thing is the membership where we all learn and grow together. So a lot of people, can you guys give a shout out if you're in the membership? Bet that tower would be great to cleanse bracelets. You would think so, Vicky, but it is much bigger than it looks. It is about this round. It's a huge tower. It's not a little tower. Of course, we always try to make sure Sam always picks out really incredible things to give away. And then next month next month's giveaway would be great for power towers and bracelets as well. Whoop, whoop. And because it's a double selenite tower, and maybe I can load it while I'm on the line. God knows here, because I'm on what am I on? Oh, there's one. I'm on something, and what am I on? What is this? It's OBS. I'm on OBS. Oh, okay. Here is, it looks like Christmas. I'm not going to do that one. Here is the giveaway. What? Look, people. I am not technically sick. Oh, Nikes. Okay, stop touching things. Just stop touching things. There. Oh, Lord. Don't touch any buttons. Okay, this is kind of the giveaway for next month. Here's me trying to figure it out. I should have done this beforehand. Oh, getting there. We're getting there. Can you see it? Okay, this is the giveaway for next month. Can you guys see it? So this is 11 inches tall. This is a big piece, and this is within the membership. So this one is for next month. It'll be given away the first week in September. The first week in August. Sorry, I'm lost in my months. But there we go. So we have another one that's going to be given away in August that is absolutely amazing, you guys. So we're going to have a membership drive in August. Sam picks the best crystals. Also, we have our 2-year anniversary this month. So we're going to do some giveaways for that as well. That double selenite is amazing, you guys. It is amazing. So I've decided, I made an executive decision. So I was going to take the 4th off and not do a class. I'm not going to do a class live that day, but I am going to do a class on animal communication that day. That's going to be on the 4th, and then Sam's class is on the chat class is on the 11th. We're going to talk about spoon bending on the 18th, and then on the 25th, we are going to do practice with animal communication. That's in the membership for July. I figured that would be a lot of fun. Oh, well, no, actually, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. That's how we're gonna do it. This is how you do it. Okay. Okay, I'm just writing things down. It's schedule. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's, you know, it's not a whole animal communication class, but it's enough to let you see if it's something you want to learn how to try and do. If it is, we will offer a much more in-depth class through somebody else, and that would be probably Allie Rosebrock. Would probably come on, and she's actually one of my very first students, one of my first Reiki students when I was doing animal Reiki. I used to teach how to do animal Reiki, which I could still teach. And she was one of my first students, and she's just amazing. We are family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Renee Hess is awesome at animal communication as well. You'd be helpful with your dogs next door. So, okay. So let's do this. I know it's been a chatty morning. I'm sorry. Obviously my guides had things to say this morning. And there we go. Let's talk to some Ascended Masters this morning. Who's new on here? Anybody on here new? Who is new? New. Free. Has anybody else seen that commercial? No, it's just me. Okay, here we go. I am planning a spirit evening here. If anybody is in our area, where can we sign up for the Metaphysical box? That is on my next list. I'm still working on it. It is not just the easiest thing to make happen. So on my webpage, our webpage, we use a really difficult page to figure out. I don't know why, but it has everything in one spot, but it makes Lisa gray. Hi, Heather. Life is so busy, but I'm glad I caught you this morning. Your garden is beautiful, Heather. Your garden is beautiful. Can somebody send you the link for the membership? Every time I'll get you the direct link. Hold on. I will get you that direct link. We are fun people. And I am not really even including myself in that list. The people on the membership are just amazing. They make it. I mean, seriously, they are. We just didn't anticipate any of this in our life. Okay, here is the link that'll take you directly to sign up for the membership. I cannot find the link to sign up. There you go. I sent it to you. It's on here, Jasmine. I don't know if I can reply to you. Oh, I can. I'm always terrified to touch these ones because last time I did. Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that. I blocked Tanya Lee for I don't know what I'm doing. I blocked Tanya Lee for from the group from posting, and it took me weeks to figure out how to unblock her, so I try not to touch too many buttons. But I did put the link. Let me know that you can see that, Jasmine. I hope you can. I want to visit again. Ho hum. Yeah, I hear you. It is hot down here. If I message you today, ask about the Moldavite. Yes, absolutely, Sherry. Feel free to message me. Tammy Nelson, have you talked to Sam about your fluorite piece? It is your beautiful place, and don't worry about where you're at in Toledo. Just you're good. Your babysitter's on. Awesome. I can't see her. I haven't seen her yet. Her name's not come across. Oh, good. Glad you can see it, Jasmine. Our classes are on Mondays are generally live. They generally are, but since it's the 4th, it will be the 4th weekend. It will be recorded, the animal communication. But you get into every class we've ever put up there, and we've been doing this for 2 years every week. So there's all sorts of stuff in your library, and I'm getting ready to do a video that walks people through how to go through stuff because Kajabi's fun. All right, so the cards I pulled this morning are all about positive changes. Sometimes all we need is a little bit of insight to see things differently. Perfect for this morning, isn't it? How many people might have gotten a little bit of something today on maybe they're getting things and they're not paying attention? I cannot tell you how many times I have had people come to me in readings or in a class, a mentorship series or whatever, and say, I don't get any messages, or I didn't see anything within my meditation. I've had this happen where someone says, I didn't see anything in my meditation, and I have them walk me through exactly what they experienced, and they had birds and animals and sounds and all these other things, and it's just they're more clairvoyant than they are clairaudient than they are clairvoyant, and it helped them see things. And the more we recognize our other gifts and talents, the more we start to connect the ones that we really want to. Not that we'll always be exactly what we want, but that's okay. And if everybody, I love this. Oh, I've never seen this card. Oh my God. I love this card. So energy healing. I want you to notice, this is Merlin. And if everybody could send everybody in the group a little bit of love today, just a little bit of little bump. We all need a little bump every once in a while, right? So it's important to hold those that we have close to us in a warm space, and it's good to do. Now always make sure that you're like, can I do this, and wait for your guys to give you the go ahead. Yes, it's the little signs we need to be observant and journal. So important. Good morning. Merlin has a very interesting story. Does anybody know the story of Merlin? Oh, Laura, need guidance from spirit. The first thing I hear on this is yes. The first thing because I was like, and it's just a soft, gentle, yeah, yes. I know it's a hard decision. It's such a hard decision. Please don't take that has to be your absolute call. Don't take it too deeply. Yeah, some of the nicest people have come from the east side. So Merlin is actually a historical figure. He's not just from fairy tale, but he lived more than like 300 or 400 years, and his name was Myrdrin, M-Y-D, I think it's M-Y-D-D-R-I-N. I think that's how it's said. But Saint Germain, y'all, Saint Germain. So interesting that he wants to come across this morning. That was one of his incarnations. And totally interesting. I've always been drawn to the folklore of Camelot, but who hasn't? But specifically Merlin, and I knew his name well before I got into this type of thing. So, synchronicities, right? Synchronicities and coffee. Yes. Yeah, he's the same. That is... So, and you know what, if you ever watched Stargate Atlantis, they put his character in there. It was really, really cool. Saint Germain's been active. Yeah, he has been active, hasn't he? I know. I'm so sorry, Laura. I don't care what anybody says. It is so hard. It's so hard losing a pet. They love us unconditionally, and they are an absolute blessing. Our heart goes out to you. You're good over there. Okay, couldn't be April. Who? Me? Couldn't be. Then who? Okay, I'm out, you guys. I've got some work to do, and I'm finishing the artwork today. No, I'm finishing up Donna Culverhouse's board, and I can't wait to show you what Erin's looks like. I was painting on it yesterday, and then I'm going to be recording some stuff, and I have not even advertised them yet. And once I start doing that, I'm hoping that because I'll only take so many boards a month to work. I won't be overloading myself with them because I don't want to lose the joy in doing that. But we're going to have an evening here on Saturday evening where we're going to go live for a while, and we'll be on a board. So Saturday evening, it'll probably be a little bit later, we'll be on a board. So that's going to be fun. All right, everybody. Oh, and I'll be with Christy Elliott. She's also part of our group, Christy Elliott. She'll be here with her husband for a barbecue for Saturday. So anyways, find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.